Get ready with me while we talk about what a free agent is in the NFL and what's the difference between being traded, released, and cut, because that's exactly what's going on in the NFL right now. So let's get into it. So a free agent in the NFL means he's able to get picked up by a new team, and he's not currently signed with any team in the NFL. Now, there are two classifications. There's a restricted free agent and an unrestricted free agent. A restricted free agent means his contract with his old team is currently expired. He's played in the NFL 3 or less years, and he's able to sign with any team. But the team he just left gets this thing called first refusal. So whatever the other team offers him to play for them, his old team can decide, you know what, we're going to match that same price, and instead you get to stay here. Or they can decide to not match it, and then they'll just get draft picks in return. So regardless, they're getting something in return, either that player back or they're getting draft picks. This is my first time trying this LYS, and oh, she looks so pretty, I don't even want to use her. Now, an unrestricted free agent, his contract with his past team has just expired. He's played in the NFL 4 or more years, and he's free to sign with whatever team that he wants, and his team that he just was on, they don't get anything in return. So basically, if they're a restricted free agent, then the team they just left gets something for them. If they're unrestricted, their team gets nothing at all for them. They're free to spread their pretty wings. Sorry. It's a big deal because right now, this is when all the players are going to find out which team they're going to end up on, or maybe lack thereof, sadly. So right now, everyone's waiting to see, okay, where exactly are all the free agents that are in the NFL? What team are they going to end up on? Let's go over what it means to be traded, released, and cut. The term cut is just so aggressive to me, but if a guy is cut from an NFL team, he's either waived or released. If he's waived, that means he's played less than 4 years in the NFL. If he's released, that means he's played 4 or more years in the NFL. He can sign with any team he wants in the NFL, and then his contract with the team he was just on is officially terminated. And that's also how he becomes a free agent. You see how full circle that is? Let me stop. Why am I smiling like that? That's not funny. This is a dark time for some people. They're going through a lot. By a lot, you mean drugs. I wouldn't. So release and cut is the same thing. I just think cut is so aggressive. Like release is just very more demure, okay? It's very more classy. It's less harsh. And being waived is essentially kind of the same thing too. Now, being traded is a completely different thing. So like when it says someone's being traded to a certain team, that team that they're going to, that team had to give up something in order to get this player to come there. So for an example, Geno Smith is a quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, but they just traded him to the Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders have to give up something for him to go there. So the Raiders are going to give up a 3rd round pick in this year's draft to the Seahawks for Geno to come there. You remember when you were a kid and your mom gave you something and you didn't like it for lunch, so you'd be like, here, I'll give you my fruit roll up for your hot chips. Yeah, that's basically what they're doing. It's just with the players. So it's always going to be either trading a player or they're going to trade draft picks, or sometimes both. And some players do have this thing called a no trade clause, which means it's in their contract that their team cannot trade them with another team. They're not waking up on Twitter and finding out that they've been shipped off to somewhere else. But yeah, that's pretty much the difference between being traded, cut, and released. Now, we didn't talk about what a franchise tag is, so I do have to teach you guys that in the next video. So let me know what else it is that you guys want to learn about, because I got you covered as always. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.